yoga today, just finding an easy seat in your chair. You can even kind of bring the soles of your feet together and just let those knees flop out if that's comfortable to you. If not, just feet back down. I'm gonna take the sole one today. Okay. Then we're just gonna take a moment to breathe. And we're gonna do a breathing exercise. And it's one I've never done with you guys, but I want to see how you respond to it, as well as to warm the body from our core. So it'll be an interesting experiment. And if any of you ever feel lightheaded in any of our exercises or breathing moments that we're doing, just stop at any time and resume that normal breath, okay? So for this breathing exercise, I want you to close your eyes, but we're gonna inhale through the nose and just a normal inhale, okay? So keep that in mind for every one of these breaths, so that as we're doing the exercise, that inhale doesn't become what the exhale is, and I'm gonna show you why. So we breathe in normally for your inhale. The mouth is closed. We're just breathing in through the nose. As you exhale, we're going to kind of very quickly move that breath out of the body by pulling the belly to the spine. We're just gonna release that breath quickly and strongly. And then you breathe in again through the nose, nice and slow. Like, we're not in a hurry to recover that breath. Like, we don't want to do that really fast. Just a slow inhale. And then blow it right back out. Okay? So on your own at home, we're just going to go for a couple minutes here. Go ahead, begin your breathing. Inhale slowly. Mouth is closed. And exhale, blow it out. Notice if your body's really tense. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Notice if you can relax your body, even all those facial muscles. Lifting up tall and just breathing. We're working on just using the core muscles here for this breath. Notice how those core muscles are beginning to warm on up. And maybe some of that heat is moving out into the rest of your appendages. Some of you might even notice a little bit of sweat beginning to form. Working hard. Really blow that air out quick and forcefully. So your inhale is going to be much longer than the exhale. We're going to do just a few more of these breaths. Now just breathe normally. Noticing how relaxed and open this core space feels and how far that moves up through the torso. Even noticing the shoulders, the neck muscles. And even how during those moments of where you were concentrating pretty hard on what you were doing, the mind had a moment to be quiet. And even now there may be nothing moving through the mind, just sensing the body and enjoying that warmth at the belly and the openness of that relaxation in that space. Notice how different your normal breath might be. Does it seem different to you or quite normal? Okay, much more slow and lengthy without even that quickness of the breath to change from the inhale to the exhale. There's that pause at either end with such of a relaxed pace. So just one more full breath, just as your body has been for your normal breath. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes, and we will start out simply with shoulder rolls. We can keep the breath moving here. Inhale as you round the shoulders forward and they come up. And exhale as you take the shoulders back and down. So we slow the pace of our movements way down. Inhale as the shoulders round and rise up towards the ears. And exhale as we lower them back down and they come around. Okay, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just one more. Inhale. And exhale. So now as you inhale, let's just bring that right arm up right next to your head. Pull the bicep towards your ear. Go ahead and bring the other arm up. I wasn't going to do that. But we'll stretch out the tricep muscle first. Okay, just pushing down on that right elbow. Keep your chest nice and lifted here. Even notice now if you can draw the belly in towards the spine and then even draw the rib cage in towards the spine. And then from there, draw those shoulders back down. You're going to notice there's going to be a toggle between the shoulders and the rib cage. So the effort is in finding that space where you can open up through the shoulders and not pull that rib cage back out. But that got your mind off that tricep stretch, right? One more breath. Okay, so now take and lift that right arm up. We're gonna bring the left arm down, and you can have it hug down on a lower rung of your chair so that we are kind of pulling these neck muscles down, because we're gonna take that right arm and place it right on the head and get a little shoulder stretch. Now, the other kicker is, okay, so we are trying to open this side of our neck, but can you relax this space while we're stretching this space? So if you notice that when we pull everything on this other side, wants to tense up. Well, can you kind of relax that space? And if your answer is no, it's okay. You're doing the best you can to figure that out. And sometimes it takes the body a little bit of time to do that. Okay? So feel confident in your effort in trying, because that's how we make our gains anyway. And then just breathe here. Now, for about 3 breaths, I want you to try this experiment. And this is going to be an ongoing experiment all throughout today. I know you'll love it. Okay, so that breathing exercise that we did, I want you to do that here. Inhale through the nose, close the mouth. And as you breathe out, forcefully exhale. Notice when you do that, how much of a difference that brings to relaxation in your body and these muscles. Couple more breaths. It's a fairly pronounced relaxation, and if you don't notice it, hang in there. There will be a point throughout what we're doing later today that you will notice. Okay? One more breath. Okay. So now, as you inhale, gently release that right arm back up, reach. And then as you exhale, let the head come back up. Let the arm drop down, let go. And notice this side of your body and how different the two sides feel, okay? Take a breath here, normal breath. You don't have to blow out. Just soak it all up for a moment. And now, as you inhale, let's even our bodies out. Take both arms up overhead. Okay, as you exhale, the right arm is gonna fold down. We're gonna stretch that tricep out, okay? And again, play with that toggle from engagement at the belly, pulling that rib cage in towards the spine, and then opening back up through the shoulders. So they're trying to go backwards to get that opening, and the shoulder blades resting down the back, as well as stretching the tricep. But we're playing with that toggle of the rib cage and the shoulders. The tricep is just a bonus. Just one more breath. Okay. And now go ahead and let the left arm come straight up, bicep to ear. The right arm is going to drop down and grab a hold of the chair. So we're lengthening out the neck now on this side. Okay, and then let that left hand come down beside the head, and we're going to pull over to the side. Okay, just gently. And then our job is to relax this space on our left side. Okay? And then add that forceful breath, the exhale. Let your body relax. And as you inhale again, go ahead and straighten that left arm back out. And then release it down, let the head come back up. And now, notice both sides of the body. Did they even back out? Okay, roll those shoulders just a few more times. And scoot forward as you're doing that on your seat. We're gonna open up the chest a little bit here too. One more shoulder roll. Really pull the blades And then interlace your fingers behind your back, or if you can reach the back of your seat, if it has an opening that you can grasp your hands around, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, keep them interlaced and let the chest roll open here. So now I'm gonna let you let that rib cage open out. But you can experiment with that toggle and notice what that does for opening the chest. Just, it's kind of a release and a pull. So this is like cobra pose on the floor, except we're not. Right. One more, kind of pull forward and release. Okay, go ahead, release the arms back down. Now let's begin to come down. We started at the top and we're working the way down. So let's do a little more opening with your cat and cow. Inhaling, letting that pelvis shift forward, the heart is forward, the shoulders are down. We've created more space through opening the chest. And if your neck is open, let the chin release up, okay? As you exhale, round it all back. Let those shoulder blades flare out. Inhale, pull it all forward. Exhale, round it all back. Inhale, pull it all forward. If you want to forcefully blow out as you exhale into your cat, you sure can. And notice the release that you get. You don't have to. If that breathing doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to do it. Just, it's interesting to notice how the body, is open to different styles of stuff. And that's just something to notice. Not something that you have to think about or ponder. Just notice. Okay, one more as you release into your cat. We're gonna just deepen this. This is one of my favorites, so I know we always do it, but I really like it. And hopefully you do too. Inhale. And as you exhale, pull those elbows together, squeezing through the chest, the elbows. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Lift your head. And then exhale, draw the chin to chest. Inhale, round the back, come all the way up. And exhale those shoulders down, draw that rib cage in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine, but can you draw the rib cage in? Exhale, pull the chin to chest. Inhale, round the back, come all the way up. Exhale, lower those shoulders, draw in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine, rib cage draws in. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, round the back, rise all the way up. Exhale, shoulders down, draw that rib cage in. Inhale, just a few more. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the chin to chest. Inhale, round the back, come all the way up. Exhale, shoulders down. Last time, inhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, round the spine. And exhale, release. Okay, so let's just do a little bit. You can bring your legs back together. Just shift one side of the hip up. You can even kind of lift that hip up off your seat. And the other side. So we get a little oblique action here through the abs and a little more muscular work through the hips. And just noticing all those sensations as you're lifting the hip up. I mean, some of you might even notice sensation across the back of your pelvis as you're taking these hips side to side. So even though we're working some muscles, we're releasing others all at the same time. Excuse me. Okay, one more each side. And then coming back to center and just bringing your arms out in front of you. Okay, you're reaching right to the edge of the forearm here. We're just gonna do a little twisting motion. So hips are gonna stay forward here. Try not to shift the hips at all for this. We're just gonna turn through the torso, through that upper spine, twist back through center, and over to the other side. Okay, and twist. You can let your head go towards that back wall or over the shoulder if you'd like. One more to the other side. Coming back to center. Bring those feet together. You're gonna release into child's pose here. So head coming between the legs, so to speak. And just letting the torso rest on the thighs. And now breathing into that back space. One more breath. And then as you inhale, bring your hands right up to your thighs and push up. And now let's go ahead and if you can drop this one leg right underneath your seat. I don't know what kind of chair you have at home, or even you can drop the leg to the side of your seat. All we're going to do here is place some weight into this front leg. Okay, so you're pushing down into your foot. We're activating those muscles. And then we're going to twist from here. Okay, so as you inhale, take the arms overhead, rotate the torso to the side, so it's going to be towards the leg that is in front, and then let the arm closest to that leg drop straight down, and the other one is going to reach to the back of your chair, and we're just holding. Okay. Notice if you can draw the belly in, relax the shoulder blades down the back, and now your neck can go wherever it's comfortable. So you can turn your head towards the back shoulder. It can be straight out in front, or you can turn it to face the other shoulder, the one in front. Okay? Just a few more breaths. And as you exhale again, very gently release back to center, and then we'll pull this bottom leg up. And now go ahead and drop down the other leg, just letting it drop. You're grounding down into the leg that's in front, so pressing down through that foot. As you inhale again, lift the arms up overhead, draw the shoulder blades down. Engage the belly, we're twisting to the side. Front arm drops down, and the back arm drops to the back of your chair. Shoulder blades resting down the back. And just breathing. Your head moving wherever it is comfortable. Just one more breath. As you exhale, release back to center, and we'll pull that leg right back up. Okay, let's go ahead and stand up. We'll move our chair to the front of our mat. Today we're going to come back to some of the traditional stuff. So just your warrior 1, 2, and 3. We might add the reverse warrior in there. I think we haven't visited those in a while, so I just want to come back to them and let our legs get a little bit of work and the hips some opening in the traditional style of yoga. Okay, so you guys know your warrior 1. Okay, let's do right foot forward. Hands can be on your chair, and take a large step back. And whatever that feels for you today, okay? Maybe it's bigger than it ever has been before. If you feel like going for it today, maybe your body's pretty open. I know with all that gardening y'all say you're doing, you might not be too open. So we can shorten it up. Make sure though that you've stepped out wide enough with this leg so that your hips can face forward comfortably, okay? We're really grounding down through that back heel, especially so you can press down and feel this whole leg engaged. You can have this front leg be straight, but if you can, it's optimal to go ahead and bend into that front leg. Belly's engaged, shoulders down, and your arms are wherever you enjoy them to be. So overhead, elbows drawn down, okay? Hands on the hips. Wherever you prefer to have them today. The last thing I want to focus on is, so we already know the shoulder blades to be down, right? So now, draw that rib cage in towards your spine, and then reset those shoulder blades back down. And now for 2 breaths. Try the breath work that we've been doing throughout class today. So inhale through the nose and exhale forcefully, blowing that air out. Squeezing the belly to the spine. Okay, bringing the hands to your chair. Step forward with the back leg, and we're just going to change legs right here. Same pose, warrior 1, stepping back with the right leg, widening out so that your hips are going to be level here. Grounding down through that back leg, the foot, so you feel the back leg, all those muscles engaged. Front leg can be bent or straight, okay, but not locked. It's better to have it bent. You're gonna get a little deeper opening through the hips. Belly draws in, shoulders down. Your arms are gonna be wherever you're happy with them, wherever it feels good in your body. And not just doing what I'm doing, what feels good in your body, okay? And then drawing the rib cage down and then setting the shoulder blades down the back one more time. And then a couple breaths of that exhaling. Okay? Just letting the body relax today in these poses with the breath, more direct. Then bring your hands to the chair. Let's step forward. Okay, and now we'll go to warrior two. So left leg is gonna step back again, same stance. Okay, the foot is turned out. Okay? It could even be stepped out a little bit wider. And now, pressing down through both feet, you're activating both legs. The belly draws in. Okay, the shoulder blades are down the back. Take the left arm and we open it out and away. And now once you get comfortable, you can even rise up and out if you want and come back and find that comfortable spot where you want to be. The depth of your pose, okay? Okay, with that, make sure that this knee, the one on the front leg, is pointing towards your second and third toes. So we're not caving in, and it's not caving out, it's facing forward. Belly draws in, rib cage. Okay, draws down, shoulders down, your arms are back out. And then looking out over this front hand, the front arm. And now adding that breath. And then bring that left arm back over towards your chair. And we'll step in, pushing off the back leg and changing sides. Okay. Grounding down through both feet. Okay. The knee that's in front is pointing towards the second and third toes. Belly draws in, shoulders are down the back. Rib cage draws in, then shoulders down again, okay? Now, take the right arm up and over. Let the torso open out to the side. Draw that rib cage back in. And then let your gaze go out over that left hand, right at that middle finger. Bring in that breath. Settle into the pose. Notice how much of the core gets involved now when we breathe like that. And then bring that right arm overhead, right back to the chair. Push off your back foot to come forward. Go ahead and circle the ankles just a few times, and then we're going to go into your warrior three. So now right foot is forward, okay? But you want to step back I guess it's not forward. We want to make that L shape. So you're stepping back far enough that you can have length through your back, and the chair is just here for a little bit of support, okay? You want to bring your feet so they're hip width apart. Now, before we even go to lift our leg, you want to draw the belly in, okay? The shoulders are down the spine, and the rib cage is drawn in as well. And now shift your weight onto the right leg, and then you can slowly begin to work up to getting that leg up to hip height, okay? And now open and close that hip, level it out. Open and close. Remember that the leg that you're standing on, the knee is not locked, okay? Open, close. One more time, open and close. Now, add that breath, just 2 breaths, forcefully exhaling out the breath. Go ahead and bring that foot down right beside the other, and then release into your forward fold. Oh, that feels really good today. And if you need to, bend your knees. Let your belly rest right on your thighs. Okay. One more breath. Okay, bend your knees a lot more like you're coming into your chair. And as you go to push up, you'll notice the effort through the glutes and the quads, the hamstrings. Coming back up, rolling out those shoulders. And then let's go ahead and do the other side. So coming back to your chair so we can get that stance just right to make your L shape. Okay, feet are hip width apart. Belly draws in, shoulders pull down the back. Okay, the rib cage draws into the spine, and then we reassess those shoulders. And now shift your weight onto that left foot. And we're gonna begin to take that right leg behind and lifting that leg up to hip height. Okay, trying to level those hips. So let's open and close the hip just a few times. Okay, 2 more times, opening, closing that hip. Remember, the leg that you're balancing on, the knee is not locked out. Okay, level the hips out and then hold. Adding that breath now, inhale and exhale, blow it out. Inhale, exhale, blow it out. And then release that leg down to the mat and forward fold one more time. So now turning so that you are sideways on your mat. Okay, your hands are down to the floor. And if they're not, if they're on your body, it's okay. You can begin to toe heel your way out to a straddle position, and then we're still in that forward fold. Okay, and inhale, if you can, bend your knees in this straddle just a bit, okay? And then as you exhale, lift the hips back into that extended straddle, okay? Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, extend, and notice if you can lengthen the spine, especially as your hamstrings loosen up, the chest might drop further down. Draw those shoulder blades away from your ears, okay? Inhale, bend those knees. Draw the belly in. Exhale, extend. Notice if you're opening up a little more into that release. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Now, if you are okay with this being bent over, we're going to continue and do some little lateral lunges here. If you are not, you are welcome to come up and out and take these lateral lunges from a standing position. Okay? But here we go. We're going to walk our hands over to the right as you bend that right leg. So we are extending the left leg, keeping it straight and opening up through the adductors, those inner thigh muscles, okay? Come back through center. And then walk your hands over to the left leg and bend that left knee. The right leg stays straight. Shoulders stay down. Notice if the belly's still drawn in. Inhale, walk the hands back through center. Exhale, bend into the right side. Inhale, walk back through center. Exhale, bend into the left side. Couple more times. Inhale, walk back through center. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, walk through center. Exhale, left. Inhale, walk through center, right. Inhale, walk through center, left. And inhale, right back through center. And now as you exhale, release again, right back into your straddle. Notice if there's a change in that release. Deepen the breath, and as you exhale, forcefully blow it out, squeezing the belly to the spine. 2 more breaths. Okay. As you inhale, push up with your hands, so you're lifting up halfway. Bend your knees. And then we're going to rise on up, and you can heel toe your way back in. Okay. Now, a little bit of balance work today. So, depending on what side your chair is on, okay, we can pull that in a little bit, or you can move closer towards your seat. We're going to do a variation of tree pose. Okay, so shifting your weight onto either foot, wherever you are in your space, grounding down through the core, the hip, the leg, the foot. You're establishing those roots into the mat, the ground, okay? And then from here, place those hands on your hips. Belly has drawn in, the rib cage draws in, shoulders rest down the back. And from this place, then go ahead and bring that left leg up. Trying to keep the foot in line with the calf, so it doesn't look like the toes and the heels are, what's the word? Not parallel, but I don't remember. Anyway, straight up and down, we want the foot to be on the leg. Try not to use your hand if you don't have to. And now the foot can be right down to the floor if the balance is just not going to go there today, okay? We are open to whatever experience the body gives during our yoga practice. So there's no right or wrong, there just is. And now the variation comes, and you might want to hold on to your seat for that variation. Okay, keeping everything in its place. We have this nice external rotation at the leg, okay, at the hip. So we are going to work these inner thigh muscles by bringing that leg right up, okay? And then we're also going to keep the leg in that same position and bring the leg behind. Now working the hamstrings and the glutes. Now the only thing to realize is as you pull that leg behind, we don't want to get up into our lower back muscles. So you can lower that down and kind of lift to see where you feel your glutes engage. And that's as high as you want to go. So now as you inhale, pull that leg forward, work those adductors, hold. As you exhale, bring it to that point where you activate those glutes on the back side. Bring it forward, inhale. Exhale, take it behind. One more, I love threes. Inhale. Exhale. And then release the leg down. So go ahead and walk out this other leg that you are balancing on. And we're going to need to move our chair this time to the other side, or you can just turn your body at home. Okay, so let's come into tree on this side, remembering all those alignment points, grounding down, using the core. Rib cage tucks in, shoulders down. And now we're going to do the same on this side, working those adductors and the back of the leg as well. Okay, so as you inhale, oh, my hip just popped. As you inhale, lift that leg, squeeze through those adductor muscles. As you exhale, rotate behind and lift and lower for a couple times just to feel the height where the glutes engage, okay? That's your spot to return to each time you come back. Inhale, bring that leg forward. Exhale, bring it behind. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, behind. We've got one more. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, bring it behind. And then release the foot down, rolling the ankle out of the leg that you were balancing on. And now let's do that half salutation just to kind of release the body here. So as you inhale, draw the arms overhead, shoulder blades down, rib cage draws in. Exhale, let's grab that left wrist and we'll pull to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, center. As you exhale, release the hands behind your back, resting your hands right on your back side, drawing the shoulder blades back, opening through the chest, and inhaling here. As you exhale, let the hands slide down the legs, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway, flat back, shoulders down, forehead points to the mat. overhead. And as you exhale, grab that left wrist, pull to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, release the hands behind your back, opening the chest. And inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend those knees, come all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Just take a moment here, close your eyes, deepen the breath, and notice how your body feels. Release your arms down. We're going to come back into our seat. Okay. So now, let's do a variation for our hips and eagle arms. Okay, so you know how we normally cross the legs, and it doesn't really work for many of us at all. So we do cross our leg like this to stretch through our hips. So, can we cross the leg like that? Bring your arms, so my right leg, so it's the left, okay? Opposite arm to leg. Get your arms in the eagle position, okay? As best you can, and if this doesn't work for you, you know we're doing the shoulder stretch, right? Okay, so we're in our nice eagle arms. Now, can you lean forward into the hips and still hold your eagle arms? You might, and you still want to try to keep them at shoulder height, okay? You'll notice a bit more, maybe, intensity through your back muscles here and as we're stretching that hip. And then deepen the breath. And now find that breath again where you inhale through the nose and you exhale forcefully. And notice how that lets you release a little bit differently than just your normal breath. Okay, keep the shoulders lifted here, or the elbows, I'm sorry, lifted. And you can take it deeper with those breaths. Lean forward a little bit more. Yes, you're working hard through the upper body, but you're going to feel a tremendous release through those shoulders as soon as we let it go, okay? So as you exhale again, hold, and then release. Hands to the legs, push up. Release the leg, and then just notice your body. Draw those shoulder blades down the back, okay? We'll finish with a chest stretch. So I know you're feeling quite a bit through here from holding that, but when we're all done, it's all gonna come together. Okay, so let's come into the other side now. Okay, change your arm that was on top. And lifting those elbows up shoulder height and hinging forward at the hips, okay? Reassess the body, keeping it in as good alignment as possible. And then go ahead and add that forceful breath. Notice the change in release. I know you do. Let your body deepen that stretch. Keep staying with your alignment as best you can, even as you're deepening into the pose, okay, or the release. Couple more breaths. And now release the arms, right right to your leg, push up and out, release the leg down. And now let's move forward so that we can open the chest just a little bit. Drawing the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders down, let the chest draw forward. Your chin, you can lift if you like. One more breath. Release the arms down. Roll the shoulders a few times. And then go ahead and sit back in your chair. We're going to do that same breathing exercise for your release or for your moment here in Shavasana. And as you are relaxing even more, you'll kind of just forget that you're doing that breathing, and you'll start to just have a normal breath all on its own as you kind of deepen into that relaxed state, okay? So just close your eyes, deepen the breath, forcefully exhale for a few breaths. Notice the relaxation the body gives, and then just let go and be in that relaxed place for a few moments. Taking just a couple more full deep breaths. In those breaths, really notice how your body feels. Appreciating all that sensation and appreciating all that effort that you put in to achieve that relaxed sensation in the body, and enjoy that. And bringing your hands to your heart. Namaste.